Hi, welcome to Yarn ChickHen. I'm Mrs. T.
And we're all the friends.
And in today's episode, Mr. T, what are we going to talk about?
In today's episode, Mrs. T, we are going to talk about finished objects, Happy Mail, Mr. T's Absolute Beginner's Corner, and Scottish Word of the Day.
On to our FOs. If you've been watching with us all along, Mr. T can probably tell you in the captions what video it was that he surprised me with Happy Mail, and it turned out that it was a kit for 5 little birds. And I would just like to say that I have my first little bird done, and this is the little Blackbird that's been done. Now I'm going to stand up so I can show you. Mr. T, tell me if I'm in the camera.
That's perfect. Just up a little bit. There you go.
Okay. And that's the little bird.
Like his little tail.
Her little tail, remember?
Her little tail. Oh yes, her little tail, of course. Very cute. And
I did think that the feet were kind of cute. I did have to dabble a little bit with the feet because they were quite loose in here and here. So what I did is I ran the tail of the finished foot. I ran it through the leg up into the foot in a circle and brought it back around and tightened it. So it drew that in, and it drew that in because there's a big hole. But this is a beginner's kit.
Very, very cute.
And I'm in 2 minds about the wool. So let me just sit down. So as cute as that came out, I think that the wool is really soft. It's really nice. I think it'd be really good for a garment. But for amigurumi and stuffing is a bit too stretchy. Because as I was stuffing it, it just stretched and stretched and stretched. It was really hard to keep its shape. What I might do another time is do it in a different kind of yarn, the same pattern, and do it in a different kind of yarn, and see if I do it in a different kind of yarn, if I still have the same problems with the stuffing it. But it still came out really, really cute. I had to be careful with the stuffing. I had to reshape it a lot. But in the end, that pattern, never mind the yarn, but that pattern, look how flamin' cute. Look, I mean, the cutest little thing, honestly.
It's just the archetypical little birdie, isn't it? That's a typical little draw birdie. That's what you come up with. And
I'm very delighted with it. I used the crochet hook that they sent along with the kit, and it was really good. I had no problems with it. I thought, ooh, generic, it might have some scratchy burr ends and stuff, but no, it didn't. It's really good. It's going to be one of my keepers because I really, really like that hook. Like I said, it's just a generic hook that came with it, but sometimes you get these hooks and they're not very good. Yes, Mr. T.
I would just like to say it is a female Blackbird, as she is brown.
Yes.
And I think that's the first one, so the other 4, I'm sure, will be equally cute. What do you think?
Definitely. So the next bird, because I know you're all wondering, the next bird, I'm just going to follow how they have the birds in the actual pattern. And the next pattern is the yellow oriole. I can't remember what kind of...
Golden
oriole, sorry. And that'll be the next friend for this little girl because she's all alone. Remember, 2s. You have to make them at least 2s. If you do 3, 4, and 5, that's good because there's a group of them, but you have to at least do 2. So I'll be working on the golden oriole next. Moving on to Happy Mail. We got Happy Mail.
And here you go, Mrs. T.
Thank you. And I'd like to say that the Happy Mail is as much for Mr. T as it is for me.
Oh.
So it came in this box. And I bet no one can guess what's in it.
I'm just going to move the camera down so they can see you.
Oh. Failing to open the box is what they're going to see. See me failing miserably trying to open the box with a box cutter, no doubt.
So there you go, proof that we have not opened this before. This is a live unboxing of something, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go through this box one item at a time. Can you still see this?
Yes.
Now that you've changed the... So I'm gonna just open this. And this... Oh, look, I got a freebie. Purple Linda Crafts. So if you haven't, if I haven't said already, which I obviously didn't, we ordered this order from Purple Linda.
Oh yeah.
It's a Scottish online shop. I'm not sure if she's actually got a bricks and mortar shop, but she's definitely got.
She's up near Inverness, isn't she?
And I say she, but I actually don't know if Purple Linda is Linda, and she's named it Purple Linda, or if that's just the shop name that they decided to call it.
Can't get it to focus. There you go, not to worry.
But I'll just read it out. It's www.purplelindacrafts.co.uk. Purple Linda. So that's a nice little surprise. Woohoo! And Mr. T was annoyed because two pens he took out yesterday and neither one of them worked. So what this is she was having a Mother's Day sale and I got some teeny tiny, oops, I'm trying not to drop things, some teeny tiny crochet hooks for making my miniature things. And I'll give that to Mr. T so he can show you, because
They are little, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They're all
1.
under
2, 1.5, 0.75.
They should all be under 2 millimeters.
Yes.
Mr. T will take a photo of them and he'll post some photos of that right now.
Okay.
And the next thing in the box are some little roses. I've bought these from Purple Linda before. Like I said, there was a sale, so I got those for 60 pence per bag. And I thought that was fantastic.
What are these for?
Those are decorations so that you can like put a little flower on, let's say, this little Blackbird to give her a little, so you know it's a little girl and a little flower on her head. Sometimes you can use them, just for decorations.
Okay.
I don't know how much of me you can see in there.
None.
Okay.
We're focusing on the box.
Okay, and then I think this is the last thing in the box. Yep.
Oh.
That's the last thing in the box.
Oh.
And this is a gift for Mr. T.
Oh.
When we had our fail, when we went shopping, these are the crochet hook kit that we were looking for.
Oh, wow.
And it's a 2 millimeter all the way to a 6 millimeter.
Pony. And you can see the hooks getting larger, going from left to right.
And
all
they have
the lovely color codes.
And they have the flat finger grip.
Yes. And it's that, because I can't coat with metal on my hand because I had that operation and they nicked one of my nerves, so it's very sore to touch, so I can't have metal on my hand. Those look really good though, thank you, dear. Mr.
And don't
T.
think that Mr. T hadn't tried the metal ones. He tried the one that I was just telling you about that I thought was really good, that's going to stay in my collection, and he couldn't cope. So that was in this box from Purple Linda's. The prices, that's probably what you're thinking. If it was a sale, what are the prices? Now I've got my price list in my lap, so I will be looking down to let you know what the prices are. And the pony hook set was, a lot of places were selling it from anywhere between 19 pounds to 30 pounds. And Purple Linda's had them on sale for £14.99. And I thought that is a brilliant bargain. The little crochet hook set, the steel lace crochet hook set, that was 8 crochet hooks came with that set. I'd just like to point out 8, right? And that was £2.55 on the sale.
Crazy.
I mean, it was ridiculously cheap. And then the little small roses, like I said, they were the only ones I sort of remember the price for. I still got it off by 4p, but they were 64 pence per little bag of roses. And I believe there was, let me just look real quick. 10 roses in each bag. And so that was our little Mother's Day discount haul from Purple Linda's.
I do apologize for throwing things. I was excited.
Yes, Mr. T.
You also got a free pen.
Oh yeah, and that was a bonus. That was a bonus. I have to show you this pen. Mr. T couldn't get it to focus, but maybe I can get it to focus.
Up
Can
a
you
little
see?
touch so you can... Oh, there it sort of worked. Yes. purplelindacrafts.co.uk. If you turned it. There, lift it up. There it is. I can see what's going on now.
Okay, I can't, so.
There you go. www.purplelindacrafts.co.uk. And in true style, seeing you are in Scotland, Purple Linda Crafts is based up near Inverness.
Yes,
on
it
the
is.
northwest of Scotland in the Highlands.
Excellent. So that is our Happy Mail for the day. Now for Mr. T's Absolute Beginner's Corner.
Here you go, Mrs. T. I've got a F.O.
Wow, Mr. T's got an F.O. Can you believe it? Everybody ready? You ready for the drum roll? Drum roll. And this, and I'll do it like they do on all the Instagram and TikTok when they show something special. That is Mr. T's finished object. It's whatever you want to call it. He's used the whole ball of yarn to make this, and it's more a practice than anything else. But if you want to say it's a something, you could say it's a something. But Mr. T, what do you plan on doing with this?
I plan on framing it. My first ever piece of finished paraphernalia of Crochet World stuff. I want to frame it.
And I'm going to stick his little heart in there with it, because that too, even though it wasn't quite right, it was still finished. So that...
Just lift it up a little bit. Oh, there you go. I do think the stitches look quite good. Someone did comment on that, but they look quite braw.
Yep, they're very braw. So how are you feeling about your crocheting abilities now, Mr. T?
Well, I would say that I have moved up from novice to beginner now. I would say I'm a rank beginner, but I do know what a double crochet stitch is, or what is it, single crochet in America for some reason. Why do you have to have two sets of terms for things? I'd never understand this nonsense. So yes, I understand what that stitch is. I think I can do that quite well now. The next step, of course, is to do smaller yarn, but hey ho, we can only do what's put in front of us.
Well, I think you've done very, very well. I'm quite... If I had this as my first project, I'd have been really smug about myself, I have to say, because that I just can't believe, you know, the edges. No, they're not perfect, and there's going to be experts out there saying, oh, well, he should have did this and he should have did that. But, I mean, someone who's got a lot to remember because they're a total rank beginner, I think that Mr. T's done very, very well, and I mean, really, that's really, really well. I think it's worth framing. Although I will say personally, for a lot of terms and methods, Mr. T is still an absolute rank beginner. Now, he might not be an absolute beginner on a double crochet stitch, but a lot of terms and things like that, still a rank beginner, which is good because other people who are rank beginners, if you have questions that you're afraid to ask because you think people will laugh at you or people have laughed at you, like you should know things, ask us. I'll tell you, I don't think any question is too silly because if you don't know, you don't know. Yes, Mr. T.
For those of us who don't know, that wee blue sort of worm at the top, that's where the wool ran out.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where it ran out.
That was it. That was where he ran out of well, he didn't run out of steam.
So close to finishing one more row, but that was it. So that's it. That's my first big piece. I'm chuffed. I must admit, I'm chuffed.
Well, I congratulate you, Mr. T. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Now it's time for the Scottish word of the day. So, Mr. T, take it away with all your Scottishness.
Thank you, Mrs. T. And in keeping with what we've been doing the last few weeks, I have tried to find a word that is a bit relevant to the show, and this one I think has perfectly captured it, considering how much we achieved this week. The word is Eident, and you spell it E-I-D-E-N-T, and you pronounce it E-Y-E-D-N-T, Eident. It is Scottish, although it is a bit Irish in there too, so as to who takes claim we don't know, but we're saying Scottish for the purposes of the word of the day, and it means industrious, busy, diligent. Someone who's basically beavering away at a task. So I think that has described you and I this week. You've been doing the wee brown Blackbird, and I finished off the mini blanket, I'm going to call it. The ball of wool, the mini blanket, although it could be a great big quilt for some of the dolls or some of the wee...
It could be a doll horse blanket.
Oh yes. Could be a horse's
saddle blanket.
Yeah. Lots of things it could be. But anyway, it just shows you that we have been awfully Eident this week with our crochet hooks. And there you go. That's all from Scottish Word of the Day.
And if you've made it this far, why don't you put in a bird of some sort? An emoji of a bird. And if you could like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, then you'll never miss an episode whenever we put one out, and it'll help out the channel greatly. And if you've been watching with us from the beginning, I'd like to say a special thanks to you. We appreciate all your support. If you're just now starting to watch and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And for the future watchers, because I do like to thank the watchers of the future, because when they come back in our back catalog and watch, sometimes it's nice to be appreciated, even though we didn't know who you were at the time of filming. So thank you, and everybody have a good day, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.